What's going on, everybody? This is Bishop Brad coming to you on sales tips and marketing. Coming to you on an episode because of years. Forgive the light, because you know why I see the light, and I'm hoping I can deliver it all to you. After years of being like a trainer, being a manager in sales, I've learned that there's been one thing that I have always taken a pride in, and it's almost like being a teacher. A teacher is a teacher because they love to see a child's light bulb come on. So when you are a trainer in general, your main goal is to get your whole entire line ready to rock and roll and be successful. One of the biggest things I've always learned throughout my years of sales is the difference between a representative and a salesman. Let me help you understand in this video the difference between a representative and a salesman. A representative will show up 1 minute before the meeting is about to start. Now, can you imagine how many people that were slow that those people got behind on the way to work? Can you imagine the stress of getting ready on time to rush to work? Can you imagine the stress of all that? Great way to start your morning off, right? A salesman will show up 30 minutes to an hour early with a mindset and a plan of mental preparation before the day starts. There's a big difference from stress to prepare in a representative versus a salesman. A representative is like a walk-in brochure for your company. A salesman will actually dive into those people's world and then suck them into theirs. There's a difference. It's like lay it out, hope they buy. A salesman will piece it together. That's the difference. A representative will lay it out and hope that they buy. A salesman will actually dive into the people's world to then suck them into theirs. That's the difference. A representative will actually have fear in things that should be said but not deliver it. A salesman will have no fear and say what needs to be said. There's a strong difference. And you wonder why the numbers of a representative and a salesman are different. A representative will be always mediocre. A salesman, as you can tell with these qualities, always have a really big advantage over those that have fear. That's the difference between a representative and a salesman. Fear. Everything that you ever want, when you can break through that invisible wall of fear. Look, people are human, okay? Sometimes people need to be told what needs to be said. The main goal is a representative will not find a need. A salesman will find a problem and solve it with whatever they're selling. A representative will always kind of, in a way, make excuses. And a salesman doesn't actually can leave a table knowing that nobody could have sold those people that day. A representative will probably typically not last long if you don't fix them. A salesman has a confidence that no matter where they are, they're going to sell. A representative has a mindset of hoping one day that they can actually accomplish and be what they want to be. A salesman, mental growth-wise, found it a long time ago. You have to actually, in sales, fake it till you make it, act like you've been doing it for years. You have to act, you have to fake it till you make it. I don't care if you're day one of anything. You have to have a mindset that you have actually, even though you haven't, have been doing this for 15 years. And you're just improving and sharpening your tools. It's a mindset game when it comes to sports, sales, anything in life. A representative will one day hope to be the best. A salesman knows that they are. One of them's going down today. Look, the biggest thing of all in this video, I can continuously go on about the difference between a representative and a salesman. But the biggest thing of all between a representative and a salesman is a salesman will actually do things to get the job done. A representative will just hope to get a sale. You know, one day I hope that I have this. One day I hope that I have that. One day I hope, well, I guess it all starts with a dream and a hope. Without hope, we're dead, right? But a salesman will actually put an action plan in place. A representative will actually write out a goal. A salesman will actually write out a goal, break it down on how they're going to reach the goal, and actually create a roadmap to do it. You know, I know we have these salesmen that are really good at what they do. Maybe they could be manipulate. Maybe they're, they can go out and fucking drink a whole bunch of alcohol one night, then come to work and sell their butt off, and you wonder how they do it. You even wonder some of these people that have character. You know, there's a big thing in sales, and it's character. And number one, we've met a whole lot of them. And salespeople are really great people, but you wonder how they do it. It doesn't matter, in a way, a person's character. It's how they perceive the battle that they're going into. Perception is everything. And you know, whatever perception you have, you're exactly right. I want all of you that are in sales to actually start perceiving and having your perception change and step yourself out of the box and realize that in order to have an edge, in order to actually be on top of your game, and most importantly, the side effect will be everything that comes with that. The awards, the prestige, the money, the deals, the bonuses, the recognition. That's all a side effect. Your perception on how you go into your everyday life when it comes to work is a direct example of who you really are. So I challenge all of you that show up a minute before you're supposed to be at your meeting. I challenge all of you that have a problem with fear. I think the biggest key in this message as well is some of you hold back on things that should be said. What you're going to say is not going to create an action where the people punch you in the face. And if you actually are being a dick, well then I'd imagine don't say it. Figure out a way to transform that thing. Do it in a way where fear, everything that you want, is on the other side of fear. God, see the light. Lord, help me help these people see the light. If you want to make great money in whatever that you are doing, I hope that you are listening to me and not hearing me. A representative will hear the people. Well, they'll hear them and then be ready to rebuttal. A salesman has 2 ears and 1 mouth. That alone will get people 1, 2, or 3 more deals than a typical representative would. I ask you to use these exercises in what I'm saying and realize the difference between the people that are mediocre and the people that are good. And I ask you as representatives to not stick around people that are mediocre, reps lounge, and start asking these top people their mentality on what clicked, what was their light bulb that allowed them to break through that clear invisible wall and begin to produce. And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes 30 days to create a habit. Out of work and in work. Stop being a representative. Be a salesman. Once you can accept that your profession and who you are is a salesman, you have already gained an edge of who you were in the beginning. This is Brad Bishop, baby, coming to you on sales tips, on mindset, mentality, and the difference from the top to the bottom, and help you understand that there are habits that people have and that create. And unless habits are broken, shuffled up, and rearranged for you yourself to be successful, remember, you're not a blue-collar worker. We can all cut grass and just think. You are actually mental. Your job isn't physical. Sharpen your axe. Sharpen your tools. And by then you will become a sharp person. This is Bishop Brad, baby, coming to you on the difference between a representative and a salesman. I'm going to see y'all, baby, on the next one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share this video. Subscribe to the page. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.